Hey folks, Kip Adams from the National Deer Association here. Out checking out on some of our food plots. This was a winter rye plot that we had last fall, mostly for attraction during hunting season. Now, so many people overlook the cereal grains, and I'm going to show you some information here to make you take a serious consideration about actually planting some of this year. The three main ones that we plant for deer are oats, wheat, and rye. Of those, studies show that by far deer prefer oats over the others. However, where I am in northern Pennsylvania or anywhere in the northern US, oats will winter kill. So we lose the ability to use them for either traction or forage pretty early in our fall hunting season. However, we're using a winter wheat variety or a winter rye variety allows us to have a traction all fall. And then they will overwinter, and then these are one of the first things that will green up in the spring, providing food at a very critical time of the year for deer when they're coming out of winter. Does are getting ready to start lactating and bucks start growing their antlers. So of those two, deer actually prefer winter rye a little more. However, I prefer winter wheat because they like it almost as much. And specifically, if you can get an awnless variety of wheat, they not only will eat the forage, but then they will go ahead and eat the seed heads. Now on here, the beards or the awns are these long hairs that you see on here. Deer are not going to eat any of these seed heads with these hairs. And in fact, they don't like winter rye seed heads anyway. Doves and a lot of other songbirds will use these. And so we're providing a bunch of food here for other animals. But if you're interested mostly in deer, if you can get a winter wheat variety that is awnless or beardless, meaning they don't have these hairs, in addition to those deer eating all of the forage, once these seed heads come out, they will literally eat every single seed head across the field. So provide you an additional 12 to 1,400 pounds of food per acre for those deer. And essentially it's all free food because you've already gotten all the other value of them eating the forage. Now with these, this is a pure stand of winter rye that we had here. And I always plant some winter wheat or winter rye. And I like to use it in a pure stand like this. The reason being is that it's extremely attractive for deer. I plant these in late summer. Deer will feed off these. They green up quickly. It's inexpensive. Deer love them, and they will feed on them all fall. So they are a tremendous attraction during our hunting seasons. Then this will overwinter. Next spring, deer are right back in here eating on them again, and they're also great for turkeys. So I can't overlook that part of it. Now, one of the nice things is, in addition to all that food value, as you can see here behind me now, this rye tends to be very tall. Some of this, is 4 or 5 feet tall. This provided tremendous cover all summer during the fawning season. So when fawns are born, this provides extra acreage that those fawns can get in and hide, because remember, the only time of the year that deer are territorial is fawning season. Bucks are never territorial. Does are extremely territorial when they're fawning. That's why, you tend to see deer more at that time of the year than others, because they are spread out all across the landscape, because dominant does simply won't put up with other deer being in those areas. So from a fawning perspective, it doesn't do you any good if all of your fawning cover is in one small area or is in one part of your property. What you want is to have that spread across the property so more does can take advantage of it. So all of these winter or cereal grain plots that we have provide additional places for fawns to hide, because as you can see here, this is tremendous cover. Now also with this, the last benefit that I'll share is underneath this, we have all kinds of volunteer plants, many of which have fed deer all spring and summer. We have clovers, there's white clover in here and red clover. We have trefoil, ball clover, there are goldenrods, there are all kinds of other forbs in here where those seeds are already in the seed bank. So all it needed is a little bit of sunlight. And so particularly as soon as this rye starts to mature, the sunlight can hit the ground and this other stuff will come right up through it. So we get great forage right in a spot that we're getting great cover. And those are all bonuses because I've already got all the forage value from it last fall, which is really what I paid for. And essentially cereal grains are pretty inexpensive to plant relative to a lot of other species. So this year, as you're thinking about what to plant later this summer or early fall, I strongly encourage you to incorporate either some winter wheat or some winter rye into your food plot program. So for any more information on food plots or how to enhance habitat for deer, make sure to check us out online at deerassociation.com.